So you find yourself awakened and you finally got some time to yourself. You finally got some solitude, some isolation time, and you finally got to reflect and introspect on your life. And then you come to the realization that throughout your life, you've been having difficulties, which is without a doubt, right? You've been struggling with your life in several areas of your life. And so you take a deeper dive and you realize a pattern, okay? You realize a consistent pattern throughout your entire life, right? It appears that you've been battling with certain areas of your life, okay? Some of us, it could be substance abuse. Some of us, it could be finances. Some of us, it could be lust, okay? It could be many things, but you notice that there's a pattern, okay? Over the course of your life, there's a specific pattern, and you've been battling with specific areas of your life, okay? In this video, we're discussing why the enemy has been attacking you so much as a chosen one. But first, let me take a moment to say hello and welcome to everyone. If you're new here, I go by Inspired Seeker, and on this channel, we discuss spirituality, personal development, and narcissism. So if any of that appeals to you, or if you feel called to, then by all means, join us, and I promise you will not regret that decision. So now that we got that good stuff out of the way, let's get into the message, guys. Why the enemy has been battling you your entire life. Why you have to sustain so much difficulties in your life. Now, I want to start by saying that I shared this a while back. As a chosen one, guys, the moment God anointed you, okay, back when you were still in your mother's womb, when God identified you and anointed you, that was when the enemy rose against you, okay? God took notice of you, so too did the enemy, all right? Now, one thing I want us to be clear on is that the enemy is an imitator, okay? The enemy is a follower. The enemy is an imitator. The enemy is a copycat, okay? Why do I say this, guys? Because everything that God does, the enemy copies, okay? God anoints his people and chooses his people. The enemy takes notice, and the enemy assigns agents to track and destroy God's people, okay? So this is the reason why your life has been so difficult, because the moment God anointed you, the enemy took notice, but not just that. The enemy assigned his agents to you to track you down, make your life miserable. The enemy assigned his soldiers, and then he gave them instructions to make sure your anointing that God gave you don't make it to see the light of day. Okay, so this is exactly why you've been battling with certain areas of your life. Okay, it's because you are battling the same evil entities essentially. Okay, these entities are manifesting through different individuals. Okay, if you look back and reflect on your life some more, you will notice that everywhere you go, okay, over the course of your life, everywhere you move to, you seem to encounter a similar issue, okay? Everywhere you move to, you seem to encounter the same exact issue you had before. And you're wondering, why is this happening? Okay, everything is like a pattern, okay? You're noticing the patterns, and the warfare you've been undergoing all along, all right? And so here is why, guys, Here is exactly why it feels like a pattern. Here's exactly why it feels like it's the same issues. Huh? It's because you've been battling with the same entities all along. All right. These entities are just finding different vessels, okay, and using them as vessels to attack the chosen ones. Okay. And so this is exactly why you seem to have been battling with certain areas of your life over and over and over. Okay. It seems like it's the same energies. All right. And it is because it is the same energies. All right. It's the same entities. Okay. If they fail here, a stronger one will manifest. All right. But may manifest through another individual. So it's a similar, you notice in the patterns. All right. And there's no secret, guys. Now, their job is to stop you. Their job is to make your life so miserable that you turn on God. All right. Their job is to make your life so upside down that you give up. You give up on your anointing. You give up on your awakening. Huh? And this does not stop because you awaken, by the way. All right. The spiritual warfare does not stop because you awaken. It intensifies actually. Okay. Because now those lower soldiers, those lower entities weren't able to defeat you. Okay. They weren't able to defeat you. So the enemy resets and sends stronger soldiers, okay, stronger entities. All right. So post awakening, you may find yourself encountering stronger problems, okay, stronger, bigger difficulties and challenges. And you're wondering, how is this even possible? All right. If it appears that the attacks have intensified post awakening, then this is exactly why. All right. You defeated those lower soldiers, and so the enemy reset and sent reinforcement. All right, but these reinforcements are stronger. All right, and that's why it looked like the attacks intensified. That's why it looked like you're going through much bigger challenges. All right, that's because you're dealing with much bigger, stronger entities. All right, but know that as a chosen vessel, you are way stronger than the sum of these entities, and they know that they're not going to be able to stop you. All right, they know by now that you are unstoppable. Okay, and so what they do now is attempt to frustrate the heck out of you. Okay, now all they want to do is frustrate the heck out of you. All right, frustrate you, just keep attacking certain specific areas of your life just to frustrate you. Okay, turn certain areas of your life into a mess. All right, that way you always running around. You always have to spend time fixing something. All right, you always have to invest time to address some issues. All right, and then what, direct your attention from your awakening to problem solving. All right, this is why when you're dealing with the narcissist, you become the fixer. Okay, this is exactly why in a narcissistic relationship you become the fixer. All right, because that entity is constantly creating a problem for you to fix. All right, this is essentially how they drain your time, they drain your energy, they drain your resources. Okay, this is exactly how they do that. All right, so the spiritual warfare, guys, that's what it looked like. Huh? That's what it looked like, and there's a reason for that. All right, chosen one. Huh? The pattern that you're seeing, okay, the pattern that you notice is real. Okay, it's real. The enemy has been attacking you. You was just unaware. Okay, pre-awakening, the enemy was attacking you. You were just not aware. All right, you've been battling spiritual warfare. I shared this a while back. You've been battling spiritual warfare all your life. You just wasn't aware. But now, post awakening, as your awareness grows and you're able to identify these instances of warfare, you are able to battle better. Okay, you are able to sidestep these attacks and let them go on. Okay, so chosen ones, That is the reason, huh? And the enemy wants to stop you at all costs, because not only do they not want your anointing to see the light of day, but they know that if they allow you to shine, huh? If they allow your light to shine, not only are you going to save yourself, but you're going to help lead others out of the darkness, okay? This is what the enemy does. The enemy arrests souls and put them in the darkness, all right? They dim their light and then eventually put their light out, right? So they're not able to find their way out, all right? You notice individuals may be stuck in a pattern, all right? Them individuals may be stuck in a cycle. It seems like they can never get out of a cycle. Guys, this is for all forms of spiritual warfare, okay? When you start to become aware of these things, it's so funny, right? But this is exactly how they attack, all right? And once you find yourself in that situation before, until you awaken, all right? So that's exactly why the enemy's been fighting you, all right? If they allow you to manifest, if they allow your anointing to manifest, then that means you can help yourself, and then you can help others, get them out of the darkness, all right? And the enemy does not want that, okay? This makes you a major threat to the dark kingdom. This makes you a huge threat to their kingdom, all right? And this is why they've been after you. This is why they've been frustrating your life. This is why they've been frustrating you. This is exactly why they've been doing what they've been doing to your life, attacking different areas of your life every day, huh? Over the course of your life, okay? You seem to have been battling the same issues over and over. This is because you're battling the same entities, all right? So I hope I made it clear enough, chosen ones. That's exactly why your life has been so difficult, all right? You've been battling spiritual warfare all along. You just wasn't aware, all right? But now, post-awakening, you could become aware, huh? Become aware and begin taking the steps to save yourself, all right? Because as we know, guys, nobody's coming to save you. God gave you the power. God gave you the power to trample over serpents. So get up and save yourself, all right? Anyway, let me leave this here. I hope I made it clear enough, chosen ones. I got a little intense there, but I hope I made it clear enough. Take a moment to share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section. And if you're new here and you find value in this, then by all means stick around, because there should be another video or playlist popping up somewhere here. Stick around, get more information on the awakening journey, get more information on narcissism. Other than that, I'll leave this here. Until next time, guys, peace, love, and blessings.